and today we are going to be doing a short video, hopefully short, about this man right here, Abaddon the Despoiler. He has been my all-time favourite Chaos Lord. He is brilliant in every single way, shape and form, especially in 6th edition. I loved him in 5th, but in 6th I've fallen for him completely. These are the reasons why. You can now pick his weapons, well, pick which weapon you're fighting with, so you don't hit yourself in the face with your demon weapon anymore. Also now, if you do hit yourself in the face with your demon weapon, you can still attack. Also, now he's being given an area of effect, which he really, really needed in 5th edition. But now, which he has in 6th, it's made him a lot more viable. He's 10 points cheaper. That nicely puts a nice little hatchet on top. But it's not just him that makes him so good. His area of effect, plus what options you can take him with. Now, I've already discussed, I believe, in another video about Icons and Abaddon, to take him with a unit of Khorne Terminators with the Icon of Khorne. Gives him Furious Charge and Fleet when the Icon's alive. That makes him extremely mean and nasty for combat things. But now that brings his fighting things higher than his defense things. So you might end up throwing him into a too big a fight against, say, 2 units of 60 orcs, and then whoops, he's just died. Now to bring that level, I've had another small thought. In the Biomancy powers, which you have your level 3 sorcerer on, with no marks, on a bike, because that's what you do, and you have it with a sigil of corruption and a spell familiar, so you always get your spells off at 170 points. You find on number 3, it gives a friendly unit within 24 inch, feel no pain, and it will not die. Give that to Abaddon and his Terminator buddies. His Terminators all now have feel no pain, and so does Abaddon. Abaddon with feel no pain, Furious Charge and Fleet, on top of everything else he normally has as standard, and really rolling all ones to hit and wound in combat and shooting against Space Marines. Now give him It Will Not Die. This now means that at the end of all your turns, if he's lost a wound, you regain that on a 5-up. Who can get rid of Abaddon when he's like that? Only strength 10 weapons will ignore his 5-up in Feel No Pain, but he has a 4-up invulnerable, so he's got a 50% chance of saving that anyway. After that, at your end of your turn, you have a 33% chance of bringing that wound back. And then, if you fail, you can just do it again next turn. Obviously, if your sorcerer hasn't been picked out and going, oh my god, kill that guy, because he's helping that guy, and that guy's impossible to kill, that guy's alive, kill that. Obviously, when that's happening, hide your sorcerer out of the way, still try doing it, but, yeah. These upgrades together, Feel No Pain, It Will Not Die, Furious Charge, Fleet, all that, 4-man Terminator Bodyguard, Land Raider, 6 things. Okay, 2 of them are units, quite expensive. 1 of them's a power from a unit that only get 50% of the time, quite expensive. All that makes him completely invincible. Name something that could kill him when he's like that. I don't think there is anymore. I think Abaddon, with you using him the correct way, has now got to the number 1 top spot of the Close Combat Monsters. Close Combat Monsters is a list I made of the specialist named characters in the 40k 5th edition, say like Nightbringer, Gazgul, Abaddon, Fiston. Them guys were all the top combat monsters. It used to switch around on who was better than who. Sorry about that. There were a couple of candidates who came in every now and then. Again, like Typhus could take out the Nightbringer. Things like that. But now, what do you think could take Abaddon with all them upgrades. I know Mind Shackle Scarabs would annoy him. As soon as he gets rid of them, though, he's going to do a beatdown on whatever gave it him. I don't think there's anything that could contend with him now. If he charged into, say, Toughness 3 things like Scarabs or Swarms, he'd instant death them because he's got Furious Charge. He'll instant death them with a Demon Weapon with up to 13 attacks with Furious Charge at AP2. And then he's got all his Terminator bodies behind him, and if he loses a wound, he has a 2-up armor, 4-up invulnerable, 5-up feel no pain, 5-up he will not die. There are 4 saves. 4. Okay, you only get to use 2 and then 1's at the end of your turn, but still, that's 3 saves standard. Ow! Oh, how are you going to get rid of him? Also, things like Helldrakes wound almost everything on 2s. If you hit the unit with your Meteoric Strike, that's within 12 inches of Abaddon. If you start, I don't know if it's you start or end your movement within 12 inches of Abaddon. Check that out, FAQ it. You get to reroll 1s because they're classed as wounds. And you're wounding most things on 2s anyway. So, all hits, all wounds. With your Flamers, all hits anyway, if you're within 12 inches of Abaddon, all wounds, because you're rerolling your 1s. Things like your bolt guns and your heavy bolt guns, heavy bolters, and your las cannons on your Land Raiders. They're rerolling 1s, wounding Space Marines. So, your las cannons are never going to fail to wound a Space Marine. On your first turn of your game, your Havocs and your Obliterators reroll 1s to hit and wound against Space Marines. So, they've got more chance of hitting and wounding and killing things. Now that I'm saying that, just against Space Marines, that doesn't class for everything. Space Marine Codexes are most of 40k. They are generics, they are Space Wolves, they are Blood Angels, they are Dark Templars, they are Dark Angels, they are Grey Knights, they are Sisters of Battle. I'm not sure about Sisters of Battle. But there are at least 6 out of about 15 to 20. So that's a nice big chocker margin. And, ow. Just remember that. Biomancy, level 3 sorcerer, on a bike. Give him a nice little bike unit to go with, to look after him. Abaddon with 4 Terminators and a Nikon of Khorne. And a Land Raider. Then go through your 2 cheapest troops choices, get a few Helldrakes, have some heavy support, or none at all. I've not gone for heavy support because he doesn't need it. Just surging forward over the board is going to make your opponent freak out. It'd make me freak out. I'd just leave the table if I knew Abaddon could do that and I was facing him. It's horrific. It's absolutely awful. And that's 265 points on Abaddon, and then you've given him 2 more wounds and a lot more effects. You say, oh, this is quite a lot to put on one lord and things like that. Abaddon is the lord that you have to base your army around. You can't just add Abaddon into your army as a thing, because he's that expensive and he's that important to your army. Your army has to be Abaddon. It can't be anything else. Once Abaddon's died, you've got a good chance of losing that game. But you've also got a nice chance of trying to haul out a draw or a close win. But with Abaddon alive, you can't really lose, I don't think. And also, don't be scared of losing Abaddon, I would say. If you lose Abaddon and you think, oh, I've lost, might as well call it now. Think how much Abaddon has got rid of. Obviously, if your Land Raider's blown up, your Terminator squad's died, and he's been killed first turn, you've just lost a third of your army if you're playing 1500 points. And bloody hell, that's good shooting from your opponent. But otherwise, he's going to run around like the entire board, swiping armies off tables. He's brilliant, I would say. I know I sound a bit overconfident with him, but whew, I haven't played a game yet, but I'm going to use that combo and see how well it does. And, ouch. I'm John Booth. Thank you for watching, and if you use this, please tell this strategy. Please tell me how it went. I'd like to hear about it, and thank you very much.